This picture wasn't actually from Scout Camp. This is a little tiny bit before, like maybe a week or so before, but I thought it was funny. Might as well include it in the video. This is a bike, and on the front of the bike it says front. I have it super zoomed in here, which actually, when I super zoomed in, it surprised me by my phone's own quality. Here is what it looks like if I don't zoom in. Yeah, you can't read that. Anyways, it's the front of a bike. It says front. I just thought it was funny. uh, this bike actually has a thing in the middle that says multi-use. It's a multi-use bike. You can use it more than once. You don't have to throw it away after the first time you use it. You can use it 2 times, 3 times, or even 4 or 5 times. I mean, really. I just think it's funny how the way they word this, like, I know they mean multi-purpose, but they should have said multi-purpose instead of multi-use. If they say multi-use, it sounds like you can use it more than one time. I just thought it was funny. This right here is really creepy. This guy is a first aid dummy at first aid at Scout Camp, of course, and his name is Adam. And the first aid teacher claims that he was a scout that annoyed him 4 years ago. So he dismembered him and stuffed him. He's missing most of his face just because he was screaming a lot, and so he did that to stop him screaming. I think this is just really creepy, so I just had to take a picture of it because of how creepy it is. First aid teacher, why are you dismembering scouts? That's not nice. This is just a picture that I decided to take while out and about, hanging out with people. Actually, this is at weather class. This is right behind my weather class, and I thought it was really pretty, so I decided to take a picture of it. If you don't think this is pretty, if you are not being mentally reinvigorated, kill yourself because you suck. This took a lot of work. I'm just kidding. Don't kill yourself. I'm absolutely fine with that. Some people just do not like art like this. I'm sorry for telling you to kill yourself. I didn't mean it. Somebody help me, please. I think I need to go to a mental hospital. So there's a deer up here. Don't know what kind of deer. I know it's a deer. It's been here for a while. I've been kind of watching and waiting. We're going to see how close it lets me get. I'm not going to get too close, though, because it is a male deer, and male deers could literally kill you if you're not careful. I'm just going to walk up here. You guys see that? Oh, it's letting me get real close. Oh. Hello, Mr. Deer. I'm not here to hurt you. Just passing by, walking into my little camp area. Oh, this is so cool. I've never been this close to a deer before, especially if it's being this... He's so chill right now. I'm literally not 15 feet away from him. He's just looking at me. He's obviously a little startled. Doesn't know what we're here for. I say we, but I'm the only one here in physical form. Okay. He's getting a little nervous. Oh, he's right there. I don't think I'm going to get this any closer because I can tell that I'm right at the edge of his comfort zone and he's at the edge of my comfort zone. Sorry if my camera's kind of off, if he's off center in the camera. I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking at the deer. This is amazing though. I'm talking and he's just sitting here chill. He's obviously very used to people. There he goes. He's moving. I don't know if you guys can see this, but his antlers are actually fuzzy. He's looking at me. He's a little nervous. His antlers are fuzzy, which I'm pretty sure means that he is a juvenile. I'm being called by other scouts. This sign literally says "No flames in tent," in case you can't read. Which is kind of funny, because if they had to post it, that means someone probably put a fire inside their tent. Basically, it's saying, don't light your tent on fire, please. Who would be stupid enough to do that? Seriously. Here is an interesting tree stump that is in the main area of Scout Camp. They called it the parade grounds for whatever reason. It's not for parades or anything. It's basically like where you go to trade at the trading post, you go eat food, or just hang out in general, things like that. It is, however, a very interesting tree stump, and I recommend commenting down in the comments section about how interesting it is. Otherwise, I will take all of your cookies and delete your Minecraft account. This is a sign that says that the bathroom is handicapped. It doesn't say it's wheelchair accessible. Doesn't mean that people who are in wheelchairs can use it. It means that the bathroom is handicapped, and therefore you cannot use it to its full extent. This mailbox has a giant hole in it. Not sure how that would work really anywhere. Hello. This tree right here was very rude. He put tree sap all over the left side of my left hand, and it is not fun. Mr. Tree, what do you have to say about this? Yeah, that's what I thought. You bled all over my hand, and I am not happy about it. Now I have to find a way to wash this off. This is literally one of my friend's lighters. I just thought it kind of looked cool. It's one of the older style lighters, and has the American flag on the front, and then it's glowing at the top. I just kind of thought it was kind of cool. I don't really know why I took a picture of it, to be honest. I forgot my water bottle at home, and this was the second best I could get. Was a large sized soda bottle for the soda. Yeah, I feel stupid. Once again, we are faced with another... Stop talking! Stop talking.
David, stop.
Once again, we are faced by another deer. What will it do to us?
Actually, it's a doe.
Yes, it's a doe. I realize that. Will it crush us to death? Or will it just kind of... Okay. This is a picture of the bacon flowchart in the mess hall where you eat food in the parade grounds. I just thought it was kind of funny that they would have something like this. If you want, you can pause and read it, or maybe you've already read it in the time that I was talking to you. If you can read if there's sound. I can't read while there's sound, but this is the bacon flowchart. It basically tells you how whether or not you should eat bacon. You're welcome. This is my homework for environmental science. This is my homework for space exploration. This is Neil Armstrong, and this box around him is his suit. This is where I misspelled, I kind of wrote this in pretty crappy handwriting. I don't know if you can read that. Yeah, so I rewrote it there. I have pretty bad handwriting, but this is basically explaining how a space station might work orbiting Venus. This was to design a rover for Mars. And this was a collector's card for a famous person who influenced space in a big way. And the first thing that was said was Neil Armstrong. So, of course, I had to do Neil Armstrong. This was the start of my weather homework on the wrong piece of paper. And this is day one for my weather homework. Gotta write down the weather, the wind direction, the wind speed, the temperature, the type of clouds, the precipitation, and morning dew or frost. And it just got really windy. Now, it seems I have just enough time, according to the sun, because I totally don't have my phone. I've just enough time to be able to do whatever I want for about 40 minutes. And then, after that, I get to go on a hike for rank advancement, and then I get to come back and go to sleep and do it again in the morning. Yay! I found a pot.
Where?
It's right there.
That took Matthew like 5 minutes to get over here. Well, that's not a pot, that's a bucket.
It's a bucket.
Bucket head.
Ah.
Oh, I see it.
Okay. Well, it's something that is not supposed to be naturally found in the bushes here. This is literally just a picture of 3 chess pieces stacked on top of each other. I don't know what the chess pieces are called. I was just kind of spectating. I believe it is a bishop, a pawn, and a knight. I don't know for sure though. This is another picture I took of the same thing, except for this time, my phone didn't automatically color grade it. I wish my phone didn't try and automatically color grade pictures, because they would honestly look a lot better if it didn't, like in this picture here. These are some mixers in the back of the mess hall. Again, we have some trouble with my phone auto color grading the picture. These are so big that they literally come up to about my chest. They're sitting on the floor and come up to my chest. Those are some really, really, really big mixers. Like, I didn't even know that they made mixers that big until like last year when I went to camp. I didn't have a YouTube channel last year though, so it wasn't documented, of course. But this year, again, I come here, and because I was documenting, I noticed some other things I had never noticed before, such as the mailbox with the hole in the front. These are just some normal ovens and stoves, nothing abnormal about them, except for the fact that there's 4 of them. There are 4 ovens and stoves in the back kitchen of the mess hall, and I didn't manage to get all 4 of them in frame, but here are 3 of the 4. There are, like, it makes sense that they would have that many since they're feeding 500-ish scouts, but still, that's a lot of ovens and stoves. Jeez, man, why you gotta be so stupid? These are 2 refrigerators in the back of the dining hall. There are 2 of them. There are no freezers, but there are 2 refrigerators. And they're about normal-sized refrigerators, so I don't really see why I took a picture of it. Huh. Well, I took a picture of it, so might as well put it in here anyways. These are all, sinks. There are a lot of sinks there. Like, if you count them, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sinks. The 6th one is kind of barely in frame. You can see like the corner of it. But those are 6 sinks, and there's actually a 7th one right by the 6th sink. That's a lot of sinks. Like, seriously, this mess hall has a serious kitchen in it. Just saying. And as I was exploring the kitchen of the mess hall, I discovered something horrifying. Here it is. It's a plate of steel wool. The kitchen staff were feeding steel wool to the scouts. I hope I didn't eat any, because that would be kind of scary. Now this is really weird, because on this fire extinguisher, half of it is in Spanish and half of it is in English. Like, it's not even 2 separate things that one's in Spanish, one's in English. It's just like English, Spanish, English, Spanish, English, Spanish, English, Spanish. What? Why? This one's kind of I don't know how to explain it. It literally says Miami's favorite friendship dispenser twice on it. And on just this one side, Miami's favorite friendship dispenser. I feel like someone here isn't quite right in the head. I don't know if you can read this one, but it says, it's the raisins that make Raisin Bran great. Because we had a fireball on Friday, and one of the skits that the staff did was where they all dressed up in black plastic bags to make them look like raisins, and they would dance around singing, "It's the raisins that make Raisin Bran great. It's the raisins that make Raisin Bran great." And the spoon would come out and scoop up the raisin, take them into the back, and they'd hear thud, 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 and all the raisins would run away. Then they'd recollect back together on stage, and they'd start singing again and again and again until there were no more raisins. And someone decided to write that on the back of this dispenser. The question is, why? Why that specific skit? It's probably the most annoying skit, to be honest. This one was actually more cool than hilarious. Someone had actually drawn a very detailed dragon right here on this dispenser, and then they drew the troop number, which is what is censored there, is their troop number. Can't have that going into the video, but they drew a dragon on the back of the napkin dispenser, and I just thought it was really cool, so I had to take a picture of it. Now, these were actually the only 3 dispensers that actually had anything on them, because, like, I saw the first one, which was Miami's favorite friendship dispenser, and I searched all of the dispensers to see if there was anything written on them, and these are the only 3 that had anything written on them, and they're placed in this video in order of how I found them. It's kind of funny that I saw Miami's favorite friendship dispenser before I saw the dragon. This right here is actually the first aid table. I came up to the Scoutcraft area, where first aid is, and I find this. Gloves just scattered all over the place, on the ground, on the table, on the tent above it, just everywhere. And I asked the first aid teacher what had happened, and his response was, "Yeah, the last class was actually very annoying." He kind of sounded a little bit like Squidward does. And he sounded like a depressed, or even more depressed Squidward. But, you know, he looked happy, and he acted happy. So, this right here is just another picture that I took because I could take a picture. Another photography shot, as well as this. I just thought they looked pretty. Wanted to take a picture of them. For the second one, when I took that picture, I was asked, "Man, why are you taking a picture of a brick building? Like, what's so exciting about brick building?" I'm like, well, what's so exciting about grass, trees, and a pond, you know? Because it looks pretty. This next part of the video is actually just a small clip of the fireworks. I say small because the fireworks lasted for like 20 minutes. But this wasn't even the finale, okay? I forgot to record the finale. I was going to record the finale. It also tries to auto-adjust the sound, so whenever the fireworks go off, you can hear the people in the background. You just can't hear them anymore because it's so quiet. Or when the okay, you'll just have to watch it. I promise the sound is not off. The fireworks are just so far away that there was a delay between when the firework went off and the sound got to the phone. There we go. Ta-da! It was literally so loud that not only are my eardrums still bleeding, but I could literally feel the ground shake. And a couple times when I went to go visit the bathroom mid-thing, because this lasted for like 20 minutes, when I came out of the bathroom, obviously I'm right by a bunch of buildings, and so I could see the windows actually shaking every time a firework went off. Literally shaking. The windows were literally shaking. That's how loud it was. This was actually a moth that we had found on a post. It wasn't moving. Like, we found it in the morning time, and in the evening it was still just sitting there, and someone actually picked up the moth, and I took a picture of it, because why not? My phone had actually died before, but then it came back with 0% for whatever reason. It allowed me to take some pictures, even though it's not supposed to after it gets below 5%. I don't know what was going on, but it let me take some more pictures. I swear this video is almost over. I know it's really long. I'm sorry. Not really. The fun part is that 500-ish scouts all grouped together and named it. And it was named the Demon, because it looks like a demon. It has the little demon wings. Other than that, it didn't really look like a demon, but according to the other 500-ish scouts, it looked like a demon. So its name is now the Demon, and it's probably dead. Now, the fun part about this video clip is that, this guy, he didn't know that his piece of paper was being recorded. If your stuff was on the internet.
It'd be really cool, and if someone wants to buy, this is only a rough drawing, you guys, so if you want to buy something really good, wait for like maybe 6 months, and then I'll be selling them online for $5 each. $5.
Now, since we're getting to the end of this video, I thought we'd close off with some nice music. And maybe a game of chess.
Only shooting stars break them all. It's a cool place. They get cooler. Your banner up now. Wait till you get older. But the media man begs to differ, judging by the hole in the satellite picture. That speed state is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. My world's on fire. How about yours? That's the way I like it, cause I never get bored. Hey, hey now, you're a rock star.
Are you recording our game?
Maybe. You were singing!
Check! Oh.
No! It hurts!
Shut up.
It hurts though!
Then go away! Wanna without church? Looking at your face.
Oh! Yes.
Oh!
Finally!
Now, the best part about that was actually my environmental science teacher who was spectating. He also sung along. And my space exploration teacher, he was the person playing to the right. And it was another staff. I don't know who he was or what his name was, but the person to the left was another staff. So we have a bunch of staff playing chess and singing songs. And I just thought it was amazing. Well, anyways, guys, hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like on this video right now. It'd be very much appreciated. And subscribe if you want to see when my next video comes out. If you're into things like gaming and such, or if you want to see more future videos like this one. And I will see you guys later. Goodbye! Oh, my lungs hurt now.